Hello, Virgos. Thank you very much for joining this video. This is your September monthly reading. And also, happy birthday, Virgos, right? This is your birthday month. So whoever that is watching this video, happy birthday to all of you guys here, and happy your next solar return. Of course, if your sun, moon, rising in Virgo, this is the monthly reading for you. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share it with the people you love, especially if you have a loved one who is a Virgo and you think this video could benefit them. Why not, right? Show them the video. Hope this will be able to give them some very important guidance, right, for the month September. Okay, so with all that being said, let's get started. Now, today we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities and Oracle of the Mythic Heroes to draw some major guidance for them. And also I will also include some tarot cards as an extra information, right? Just to get a full picture of what's happening for Virgo this month. So shuffling, okay. Now let's have a look at what's happening for Virgo. Main energy, Mars, okay, the god of war. For your career, we have got Hercules. Oh, wow. Very, okay, so we get to, very muscular and very fierce male energy here. Very interesting. And for your love and relationship, you got Orpheus. Okay. For your spiritual protection, okay, any other subconscious thoughts, ideas, we have got beautiful Pegasus. Okay. Now, we're going to pull some extra card from Mythic Tarot just to get some extra information. Yeah, oops. Let's get some extra information and see what other things is here for Virgo. Okay. I just want to say, Virgo, since the second half of last year and until, pretty much the end of this year, right? Things has been ups and downs and challenging for a lot of Virgo people. And I know the reason is because we have our transit Saturn in Pisces, right? And so if you're a sun sign Virgo or moon sign in Virgo, literally the transit Saturn has been opposing your natal sun moon. And it's usually not a very easy, right, period of time. But, Virgo people, you guys are very, very consistent, right? You are such an amazing earth sign. You're so service oriented. And you are also the sign that is all about cleansing, service, work, right? So I do feel that through your, consistent and your slow and steady progress, you're going to see some amazing result coming out. But one of the things for this period of time, I really feel for Virgo people, it's about knowing when to slow down and also knowing how to take good care of yourself, okay? Now, we're gonna pull 3 cards again, just to see, get a little bit more extra information, right, for these 3 areas. For your career, professional life, we've got 8 of Cups, okay? For your love and relationship, we've got 3 of Wands, beautiful. And for your spiritual world, any other messages from your angel, we have got the 5 of Swords. Okay, very, very interesting energy. Now, this is what I will say, okay? Now, first of all, you have Mars sitting in the beginning. Now, Mars in the ancient Roman mythology, he was the god of war. The good thing about having Mars as a general energy is this is about your courage, your sense of action, right? You have this urge to get things done, to really grind your way through. This could also be talking about you really have a very clear and strong goal to get something done. Now, for some of you guys, of course, this could be about a career goal. This could be about what you really want to achieve in your career. For some other people, this could be about other things you want to push through. But generally speaking, Mars is not very relaxed energy, right? Mars is about, I'm the god of war and I'm gonna go to the battlefield. I'm gonna kill the enemies, I'm gonna protect my home, or I'm gonna conquer that land. So there's always a sense of goal there when it comes to Mars energy. So for Virgo people, right, I think for this month, it's almost like you're finding that sense of goal again. If you have already been very focused on getting something done, achieving something, this is a beautiful thing in you. You're a doer, you're a fighter, okay? Virgos, I'm very proud of you guys. Now, however, with your career, at this period of time, definitely it's not an easy time, I have to say. And I think you guys know this. When I say it's not an easy time, I don't mean it's a bad time. It just means that you need to take your time to, okay, suddenly something just came up in my mind, right? I suddenly see you having a lot of, you have a thread, right? You have a needle and you have to push the thread through the small hole of the needle, right? It's a little bit like that. And you don't just have one, you have a lot of needles and thread to do, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So you can imagine you're doing that, right? Push the thread through the needle hole. It's not an easy thing to do. And also it requires a lot of focus. It requires a lot of patience as well, right? If you just want to boom, done, probably you're gonna miss it anyway. And so Hercules sitting in this position is really talking about that kind of hard work, but also long-term commitment you will need. Remember, Hercules was the god of strength, but he was not born given that title. He was born as a demigod, and he had to, he was famous for the 12 labors given to him by the Delphi oracle. Apollo basically said to him, there are certain challenges there, right? You go through them, you finish those 12 labors, and you will be able to repent your sins, right? Then you will be forgiven for the things that for the sins you committed, basically. Hercules in this position is very much about going through the hardships and challenges, but I guarantee you guys that a lot of the things and the challenges you have are actually worth it. And what is very interesting is that in actually your spiritual world, in the tarot card sitting here, you literally have got Apollo there holding 5 swords there, right? So now we actually see this thing is a bit like, the universe is putting you in the position, right, in career. This could be about, a leadership role. This could be about, you just have to perform, if you know what I mean, where you have to overcome certain challenges and difficulties or, delays. But Hercules tells you that you have so much inner strength. Now, together with Mars, I'll tell you how this works. Mars is also very good, like what I said, it's about, fighting for what you want. But the problem about having Mars there is Mars is impatient. Mars does not want to do things slowly and steady. He wants to get things done now. Like I want it now, right? I will give 100% of my strength now, but that's it. So Mars is not really a marathon energy. Mars is a little bit like you're trying to do 1 rep max in your weightlifting, right? 200 kilos, I don't know, deadlift, right? Just that 1 rep, that, right? So that could be a little bit difficult when it comes to dealing with Hercules, because Hercules' journey was not about 1 task. He had 12 tasks to push through. So what I really feel about your career energy for September, Virgo people, is focus, but slow down. Be dedicated, but no rush. You also have got 8 of Cups sitting in here. 8 of Cups is a little bit like, especially in this specific deck, this is depicting Psyche, right? Descending herself into the underworld, because Venus basically told her to get the jewelry box from Aphrodite. Now, underworld is somewhere mortals are not allowed to enter, because underworld is where dead people go to. If a mortal chooses to walk into the underworld, that pretty much means that they need to face death, if you know what I mean. So this picture, when we see Psyche actually walking, leaving all the cups behind her and walking down into darkness, it's this determination that we have, that we're ready to leave everything behind and we're ready to take those challenges, even though we don't really know where that brings us. I hope that makes sense, yeah? Sometimes this 8 of Cups could also be telling you that it's important that you very much take good care of yourself, right? You are a Virgo, Virgo is usually a sign that is to deal with the details, health conscious, right? Routines, your diet, things like that. I think that, even though work-wise, this could be, quite burdening and quite, just challenging for you. But I believe that if you can just really put yourself, into whatever you want to achieve, this could be very rewarding for you. And just always remember, there is always a reason why you're doing that, okay? Now, when we look at your love and relationships, you got Orpheus, you got 3 of Wands. Now, the first message I get here is Virgos, there's something overseas. Okay, either this could be about you moving overseas with a loved one if you're already in a partnership, right? You might be moving, you might be going to a new environment with a loved one, or this could be about you meeting someone overseas or through travel. Okay, and of course, if you're in the States, I mean, the US is a huge country, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be about overseas, but this could be about maybe somewhere far away from you, right? Maybe you're traveling to a different city or whatever that is. Or if you're sitting in this position, sometimes this energy is also talking about our reminiscence, right? How we think about the past and how we are missing the past. And sometimes this card could also be talking about our deep insecurity of being afraid of losing someone, being afraid of not being able to have something, right? A little bit like self-doubt, if you know what I mean. So I feel that for this, for love life for Virgos, it's about building faith, right, in yourself, and don't let this weird voice at the back of your head saying that, oh, but maybe it's not there, right, or maybe they don't like me, or maybe I'm just being stupid here, right, overthinking, whatever that is. Mars in the first house needs you to be very clear about what you want. You want something, set your eyes on something and pursue it. Okay. Either way, I think 3 of 1 could be actually a very helpful energy for you, because in this tarot deck, this is Jason, right, talking to his uncle, and he says, right, I'm ready to go on this journey to fetch the golden fleece. So if I do that, you give me the crown, right? It's a little bit like, so this is about the promising future, right, that you are welcoming in terms of a relationship. So that's good. Finally, we're moving into your spiritual health, right? And what other messages is there? You have got Pegasus in your spiritual world, which is great. This is about divine assistance. This is about the universe telling you that you will be taken good care of during difficult times. So remember earlier, we were talking about that challenging career period of time, right? Hard work, put your time, in investments, right? In what you need to do, the 12 labors. However, because you have Pegasus in the spiritual world, this is about you actually being taken care of. A lot of the things are actually happening. Perhaps you're not even aware of that, but it's actually being taken care of. I'll give you a very simple example, right? And so this could be about, let's say you are having a difficult time, right? Let's say with a client, and you're thinking, okay, how do I overcome this? And not that of, but someone actually maybe talked about you in a very positive way with that client, and suddenly your client said, oh, okay, so if you have worked with this guy or this girl before, then now I can trust them. Okay, fine, I will sign the deal with them. And then you receive an email, suddenly this person is willing to work with you, or willing to give you a deal, right? Willing to buy your product, whatever that is. And you'll be like, oh, okay. So it's a bit like you didn't do anything, but somehow that problem was taken care of. Now, one thing you need to know is, because Pegasus is always talking about some kind of assistance there, because he was a loyal assistant to the famous Greek hero Bellerophon. And so with this energy, I definitely say to you, it's important that you also reach out to people, let people know what you need, what you want, and they will be there for you. With the 5 of Swords below there as a general guidance, I think this is telling you don't be shy, and don't shy away from, I don't want to talk to them, right? If I ask help from them, they're not gonna, think I'm stupid, or they're gonna think I'm weak, I'm gonna embarrass myself, all this kind of negative thinking there. 5 of Swords needs you to be very honest with yourself and avoid self-denial. Right. And it also tells you that, whatever that is, pretty much is talking about belief that whatever is already there, it's meant to help you, if you know what I mean. Whether it's something that is very obvious on the surface, this is a luck, right? Fortune coming to you. Or sometimes this could be through a losing something, but it's a blessing in disguise for you guys. Very beautiful, Virgo. I love this energy so much. Finally, we're going to pull one last card as an advice card. Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, which is this deck. Yep. Now, I'm gonna give it a shuffle. And let's have a look. Oops. Okay, we got 2 cards fell out. Okay, let me see which one. I feel this one. Oh, you can't. My God. Okay, you cannot be kidding. Okay, so it's called Aristaus, and the keyword is service. Do you remember? I said this card literally is a Virgo card, to be honest. Yeah. So do you remember earlier we talked about Virgo, your service, spirit, right? Detailed, focus. Aristaus in Greek mythology was actually the god of honey and milk making. You know, these things are very labor, oriented, right? I mean, for example, you want milk, or you want to make cheese. That's a long-term process. You have to milk the cow, and the cow will only have milk after 9 months of pregnancy, right? So it's a long-term process, and making the cheese also takes time. Beekeeping is the same. Literally on this card, you can see he's doing beekeeping there, yeah. And the beekeeping is also, a lot of labor there. Honey does not come from nowhere, right? The bees, they have to work hard to make the honey, and then you get that back. Remember earlier I mentioned that whatever you want eventually will come to you. It's about this. It's about you taking the time to use your hard labor to as an exchange, right, for what you're asking for, and it's definitely worth it. And if, just in case, if some of you guys are tired, if you say, you know what, Letao, I've been working really hard, right? And I'm consistently working hard, right? I'm not lazy, right? But how come I'm not still seeing that yet? This is coming back to that Mars energy at the very beginning of your, see this? Yeah, the Mars energy, yeah? In the, at the beginning of your reading as a general energy on top. The Mars really tells you that it's important that you don't rush it. You might have your own timeline in your own mind thinking this has to happen now. If it doesn't happen now, it will never happen. But perhaps that's a misunderstanding. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there for you. Thank you very much, Virgos. I wish you guys all the best. You guys actually one of my favorite friend, my best friend actually, living overseas is a Virgo friend. We're actually gonna catch up this year. It's in September. I'm going to visit him actually in his country. So I'm very, very excited, to see how he's doing. And including him and all the Virgo people who are watching this video, I wish you all the best. Remember, if you like the video that you're seeing, subscribe, like, and share this with the people you love, and I will really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next big card reading. Bye.